Here my SAT math problem. Okay, let's go to the question. Emily is walking a trail. After walking k% of the length of the trail, she has 10 km left to go. Which of the following represents the length of the trail? Okay, using the given information, we have to find the length of the trail. Okay, let's assume x as the length of the trail. Let me write the stuff for here. Okay, length of the trail. Okay, now I have to find the stuff that is equivalent to x, which represents the length of the trail. Okay, now let's consider this particular piece of information, that is after walking k% of the length of the trail, she has 10 km left to go. Okay, let's calculate a k percentage of the length of the trail, that is k percentage of the length of the trail, that is x. Okay, after walking k percentage of the length of the trail, she has 10 km left to go. So let me add 10 to 8. So this is the distance she has already walked, that is k percent of the length of the trail, and this is the distance she has left to go. When we add them, we get the length of the trail. So that is, it must be equal to x. Okay, now we have to solve for x in this equation. For that, we can write this k percentage as a fraction. Then I'm getting k over 100. And we can write this yf of as multiplication. That is times x positive 10 equals to x. Okay, when I multiply this k and x, I'm getting kx. That is kx over 100 positive 10 equals to x. Okay, since we have to solve for x in this equation, we have to get the terms which contain x on one side of the equation. So here we have the term which contains x. On the right side also we have a term which contains x. Okay, let's get rid of this kx over 100 on the left side. For that we have to subtract kx over 100 from both sides of this equation. Okay, let me do it. When I do so, this positive value, negative value will cancel. I'm getting 10 equals to x negative kx over 100. Okay, in my next step, what I can do is I can factor x out from the terms of the expression on the right side we have over here. Then 10 equals to, when I factor x out from these two terms, I am getting x times 1 negative k over 100. Okay, 10 equals to x times. Okay, now let's do simplification over here. Okay, so here we do subtraction between an integer and a fraction. Whenever I want to do addition or subtraction between an integer and a fraction, I have to multiply the integer by the denominator of the fraction. Once I'm done with this multiplication, I can take this denominator as a common denominator. Okay, now let me multiply this integer 1 by this denominator 100. 1 times 100 is 100 negative k. Now we can take this 100 as a common denominator. Okay, so since our aim is to solve for x, we have to get rid of this stuff over here. For that, we have to multiply both sides of this equation by the reciprocal of this fraction, that is 100 over 100 negative k. Let me do the same thing on the left side, that is 100 divided by 100 negative k. Okay, here this 100 will cancel, 100 negative k will cancel out. Okay, here on the left side, 100 times 10 is 1000 divided by we have 100 negative k in denominator. Okay, on the right side we just have x. Okay, here I got the value of x in terms of k. So already we know that x represents the length of the trail. That's what we have to find according to the question. Therefore, the length of the trail is 1000 divided by 100 negative k. We find this stuff exactly in answer choice D. The correct answer choice for this question is D.